Now, in the video below, you can see an example of somebody who is claiming to save and invest 99%. Yeah, you heard that right, 99% of his income. Now, don't get me wrong, this is obviously an extreme case because this person is making a lot of money and he's very frugal. So he can live off 1% of his income and do very well, I'm sure. Now, obviously, for most people, that's probably not achievable. And for that matter, I do talk about the importance of balance in a lot of my videos. However, is it possible for somebody to actually save and invest 70 or 80% of their income, just then spending 20 or 30% of their income and still living a good life? I would say increasingly it is possible. It's not easy and it's not possible for everyone, but I'm going to tell you one way that I've seen work time and time again on this video. Now, number one, if you've got a scalable income online, you're in a great position because you can live anywhere in the world, right? So if you've got an income, it might take you years and years and years to get from earning, hardly anything to 50,000 to 80,000 and 100,000, 150,000, whatever. Yes, it will take you a long time, but if you keep at it, you have a good niche, you can actually earn a lot of money online. You are more likely to be able to do that if you have a specific skills. For example, if you're a qualified lawyer who used to work at one of the big legal or accounting firms, of course you've got more chance to get clients all around the world. Likewise, if you are, I don't know, a recruiter or I don't know, even a teacher who's had loads of experience in the real world first, loads of qualifications, then you work online. You're more likely to make a lot of money online compared to somebody who hasn't got any skills, any degrees, any qualification. That's obvious, but the point is there are some people who can make a lot of money online just dealing with their niche, right? And then once it's scaled, you can actually live in a low-cost country and you can live a very, very good life. So I'll give you just a simple example. I know somebody who used to live in Australia. He was earning $400,000 or $500,000 a year, but obviously most of that in Australia, or half of it, was tax, right? And it's a very expensive place to live. Then now he's living in Southeast Asia, and of course, because of what he does, which is an online business, his income has stayed the same, but his net income is much higher because he's paying less taxes, and of course the cost of living is lower. So of course, if you're earning hundreds of thousands of dollars a year and you're in a place like Southeast Asia, then you can save and invest 80% of your income. Hell, even if you were earning maybe 125,000 a year, it's possible to have a 70, 75%, or maybe even 80% savings rate. So realistically, this is only possible in a situation where you have a scalable online business. You can work anywhere in the world. You have good spending habits. Doesn't have to be extreme, doesn't have to be ultra frugal, but just relatively good spending habits. The only other time it's possible, I think, is if you're something like you're an expat, you've got a good expat package and everything's paid for you, like your accommodation, your flights home, your kids' education if applicable, and so on. And maybe in certain situations it is possible for a two-income family household to also invest a lot of money as a percentage of their income. Usually most people can aim for 50%, but I think increasingly there are a few more people who can invest more than that. Of course, that's not going to be the majority of people, but as this whole online kind of remote workforce gets bigger, I do think we're going to see an increase in the number of people who use so-called, geographical arbitrage. That means earning a good income online, then taking it to a developing country or even a mid-income country, paying less for things, having a good life, and still able to, save and invest a lot of money. Okay, everyone, have a good day.